Hello, good afternoon students. I am Sujata from SDC Degree College, handling personality development for 4th SEM BCom students. As you all know, I have already completed from Unit 1, that is Part 1 and Part 2. Part 1 is self-awareness and Part 2 is setting goals. And I am in the process of Part 3, that is creativity. In my previous class, I discussed about importance of creativity, elements, methods of enhancing creativity. Today, I am going to discuss about characteristics of creative person, stages of creative thinking, types of creative thinking and the techniques of creativity. Are you with me? Shall we jump into the content? Are you ready? Dear students, let's discuss about the characteristics of creative persons. Well, who is a creative person? He is the person who has the ability to invent and develop original ideas, or we can say a person is someone who is not afraid of doing the unconventional things. In simple, we can say a person can be referred as innovator or a creator of new ideas. Being intelligent is another characteristics of being creativity. So they call intelligent people as a creative person. Let me discuss in brief some more characteristics of creative persons. A creative person must possess all those characteristics in order to have a innovative thinking. Firstly, he should be very bright and intelligent and must have the ability to come up with new ideas. This will help him in solving the problems, if he has. And he must be able to generate new ideas quickly and efficiently. This will help him in coming up with new thoughts which can be applied practically. He must have positive attitudes towards everything. He must be sentimental at times, must show or have the nature of helping others with a positive attitude. In the personal life of an individual, various problems and challenges will be waiting. But if the person is creative and can see or look things in a positive way, the person will be able to overcome challenges, and in fact we can say that he can be motivated by them. So, motivated by challenges. One has to be motivated by challenges, ready to take up the challenges. And a creative person must not implement a decision once for all. He must take time and think over again and again before implementing them. That is, he can withhold a decision until facts have been collected. Till he gets the proper information, he has to hold the things. He should never let things go ahead easily. So, he should value independence. A creative person will have his own value system and thoughts that differ from that of others. So, he should be different from others. He should value himself and be independent. And a creative in thinking persons will have new ideas and thoughts, thereby they are rich in fantasy. They are very flexible and they are able to adjust everywhere, and they will be having new ideas and willing to change according to the changing circumstances. Therefore, they are called as a flexible person. And they are the person who concentrate less on smaller problems and move ahead in order to achieve the success. That is, they concern with the meaning and implication of a problem, not small details. That means he will concentrate less on his smaller problems and move ahead in order to achieve success. Those people who concentrate more on the small issues will never develop in their life. So creative people are those people who concentrate less on smaller problems and they move ahead for their achievements. Okay, these are the characteristics of creative people, and there are some more general characteristics of creative people or the creative individuals is they should be verbally fluent and can express idea well. They enjoy aesthetic impressions, is aesthetically reactive. He should be a productive person and he gets things done very easily. It is He must have an aspirant level for self and wide range of interest in doing things, and is an interesting and arresting person. He should be an interesting and arresting person. He should be liked by everyone. He should have a wide range of interests, things and associates idea in unusual way, as unconventional thoughts process can make unusual connection to unrelated ideas or things. He should appear straightforward, forthright and candid in dealing with others. He should behave in an ethical, consistent manner. He should have consistent personal standards. He should have the aspirant's level for self. These are the general characteristics of creative person. Let's explore the various stages of creative thinking. Some of the stages of creative thinking are preparation, incubation, illumination, and verifications. There are four stages which I am going to discuss in brief. The first one is the preparation. At this stage, a creative thinker controls the creative thinking. Whether he can be an artist, writer, or a scientist, is trying to create something new. That is, these are the people, they always try to create something new. Have you noticed artists, writer, or a scientist, even the researchers or the people who create something new? That is, they gather the necessary data, material, resources from the outside, or they don't even cut, copy, paste. What they do is they find their findings will be different from others and unique. It is the process in which the individual generate an original ideas. They go into the process of generating new ideas, which is unusual and productive solutions to a problem. So this is how the preparation is being done by the creative thinker. The second one is the incubation. Next, the idea and information will be gathered. As I told you, in the first stage, the artist, the writer, scientist, they gather the information, data, material, resources. Once they gather all the data, soon they marinate that data in their mind. Marinate means they keep everything in their mind mixed together. As an idea, they slowly simmer. This slowly simmer is they keep searching how to create a new idea. The work deepens and new connections are formed. Then what they do is, once they keep simming out to find out what to be done, then deeply they get connected with that and they form a new ideas. During the period of germination, the artists take the focus of the problems and allows their mind to get into rest. So once they germinate all that, what they do is they allow their mind to be rest. While they rest, their conscious mind get into rest and it wanders here and there to make a new ideas. Here what happens is the conscious mind wanders and the unconscious mind engages. As you all know, we have three states of mind: conscious, subconscious, and unconscious. What Einstein called unconscious mind as a combinatory play. It is a combinatory play, that is taking diverse idea and influencing and finding new way to bring them together. Likewise, which other people have not thought before. The unconscious mind try to find new ideas is called as incubation. Incubation means that finding new ideas, collecting the information, getting prepared for that and creating a new idea is called as incubations. That is what the creative thinking people do in stage 2. The next comes the elusive ha movement, that is illuminating after a period of incubations. So after creating an idea, insight arises from the deeper layer of the mind and through the conscious awareness, often in a dramatical way. Now what happens is, next, illuminating that ideas. How do they illuminate their ideas? For example, suddenly you are taking bath, you remember of eureka that comes to your mind, and or taking a walk or occupied with something completely unrelated. The idea which occurs suddenly, that is called as illumination. The sudden flash or a solution to know is known as an illumination. The fourth stage is verification. Though the solution is found in stage 3, illumination stage, it is necessary to verify whether the solution is correct or not. Hence, in the last stage, evaluation of solution is done. Now they are evaluating, as I told you in my previous slide, that the creative thinker should always evaluate before they say out, before they communicate to others. They have to justify themselves, they have to verify themselves. Then only when it is correct, they can give that solution to others. If the solution is not satisfied by the thinker, they will go back to create another process from the beginning. The artist use aesthetic judgment skills to own and refine the work and then communicate its value to the others. As I told you, first they own and refine the work, and then only finally they will communicate its value to the others. Now these are the 4 stages of creative thinking. Now, I hope you understood this. Of course, the stages, one more thing which I want to tell you is the stages don't always play out in such an orderly manner. You can't go orderly manner sometimes. It tends to be in a zigzag or spiral than straight line. It can offer a roadmap to start a journey to you all, and it is offering a direction, if not the destination. It can it can help us to become more aware where we are at our own process and where we need to go, and the mental process that can help us to grow and to go where we want. For instance, if we can't uh, seem to get incubations to illuminations, what we can do is we can start from the preparations. Suppose if you don't go for the preparation, you can start from incubation, then you can go for illumination, then you can get prepared and verify it. So these are the creative thinking involves 4 stages. I hope even every individual can do. If you want to be a creative thinking, start thinking different and be different from others. Having said that, there are 4 types of creative thinking. The text below introduces the 4 types of creativity thinking. I will be discussing how to apply the technique to your own work. The 4 techniques are reframing, mind mapping, insight, and creative flow. Now let's see what the meaning of reframing, how this creativity thinking helps you. So reframing is seeing the current situation from a different perspective. So when you see the current situation in different perspective, which helps you in solving problems, making decisions, and also helps in learning. So I would like to give an example. Suppose you see a person, and when you see a person, you feel that this person is in difficulty or unpleasant because of the way they have behaved towards you. So you discover the reason for for them, that is a reason for their behavior that made you feel sympathy towards them. Why it made you to feel sympathy towards them? What reaction made you to feel so? So you ended up with the image of them as they are the struggling person or dealing with problems, then rather than bad. Now you don't think them as a bad, but you have a last image of that person as they are the struggling or dealing with problems. That is why you felt sympathy towards them. Then here you are reframing your thoughts as sympathy about those people than thinking them as a bad. Now your mind is focusing and it is reframing. You are seeing the person who are in a struggle or who are very unpleasant, but your mind is not saying that they are bad, but your mind is reframing them and feeling sympathy towards them. That is called as reframing. So I will give you another example for you to understand better. That is, for example, a person might be working hard to find a good time management. So one person is working hard to find a time management course. So he want to learn a time management because he has signed up many courses that is not really helping him to improve or to spend the time appropriately. He is doing so many courses, but yet he is not able to spend his time properly. So he is reframing that. Now that person who has taken many courses in order to learn time management, he is reframing and seeing, he is observing closely, he examines what is the causes that he is not able to do the time management, and what is the exact problem for time management. He thinks that the real problem is he has never implemented any of the suggestions made during those courses. So they give more suggestions no, during the courses, but he has not implemented any of the suggestions. That is what he found out. He has taken up so many courses, but he has not implemented whatever he has learned. Now he reframes it. Now he reframes and sees what exactly the problem is, what the solution to his problem really is. Now what he is doing? He is reframing that he has taken so many courses, but yet he is not able to do the time management because he has not implemented whatever he has learned. That is what he is looking into. He is seeing, he is reframing the problems and solving it in the other way. The aim of reframing is also shifts one's perspective, more empowered to act and hopefully to learn the same time. That is, he can shift from passive to active, negative to positive, or past to the future, vice versa. This is called as reframing. Reframing is uh, seeing the current situation from different perspective. The next one is mind mapping. It is a useful technique that supports learning. Now mind mapping you would have learned from school itself. Mind mapping is a very easy way of learning. It improves informations, recordings, everything very easily. It shows how different um, fields and ideas are related, facts and ideas are related, and it enhances creative problem solving. Mind mapping is more compact than conventional notes, isn't it? You are writing notes, the entire chapter if you take, it will take another 10 pages or something, but the mind mapping can be done in only one page. So mind mapping engages both left and right hemisphere of the brain, that is leading to the holistic and imaginative style of thinking. This mind mapping can also aid learning by showing relationship between different concepts and making them easier to memorize. It helps easier to memorize because, as I told you, it can be written in only in one page. So the third one is the insight. The word insight has several different meanings. So the insight means in inner way of understanding things. That is, insight is being able to see or understand something very clearly. Insight is something called as aha moment, that is, or a eureka feeling. Sometimes the additional of the little information can bring new perspective to a problem or help you to better understand the situations. Now example, we can say watching a pet's action during the day on a hidden camera will show you how they spend their days while you are away. That is the insight. Another example is watching a repair person fix a broken appliances may give you an idea about how to fix that appliances if it breaks. That is, it creates an insight. It gives you what exactly we can say. It gives you some additional information. That is something additional of a little information that can give you a new perspective. Now you are watching a person. When you watch a person repairing something and fixing the broken appliance, now what happens is we also get an idea about how to fix that appliance and how when it breaks again. So or when we keep watching somebody is doing something, then we learn from that many things. That is called that insight way of learning. The next one is the fourth one, that is the creative flow. Flow itself and almost an automatic, which comes automatically, effortlessly, at highly focused state of conscious. So when we are in flow, we are fully absorbed in whatever we are doing and find it easy to achieve the peak performance. Flow can occur in many spheres of human activities, that is physically and mentally. Flow is particularly common in artistic and creative spheres during those times when idea, image, feelings, and or words seems to flow easily, and the work takes on a momento of its own. That is, flow is coming flawlessly without thinking. It flows from when a creative person, no, when he speaks, you can see it flows automatically. It flows from him, that ideas, the different perspective of ideas which he have. That is, flow is particularly it is an artistic and creative sphere, and at last I can say that flow means it's an effortlessly, automatically, which comes out from the person. That is called as a creative flow. So these are the four types of creative thinking. The next slide which I'm going to discuss is about the techniques of creativity. There are few techniques which I'm going to discuss is the assumption busting, brainstorming, concept mapping, slip writing, and laddering. Now let me brief out what exactly all these are. The first one is assumption busting. Assumption itself says that we are assuming something. One situation is given to you all and you are assuming in a different ideas. That is, assumption bustings aim to support exploratory creativity and finding new ideas in the same situation. It can be used in most creative situations. For example, assume that there is a chair. A chair has four legs, right? Then flat surfaces, stands on the floor, the surface to sit and back or fixed to that. So this is the chair's appearance, that it has four legs and flat surface is there. It stands on the floor and where we can sit, and the back are fixed. Now you break the assumption. Now breaking the assumption is making the assumption even more extreme. It could be develop the chair with more legs and can be developed with one leg or no legs. This is breaking an assumption. We are making an assumption of that chair that with more legs or with one legs or without no legs. That is making assumption about the things. Now, what exactly assumption? It is the thing that is accepted as true or is certain to happen without proof. Now you list the new ideas. Now there is a proof of the chair, but you are giving some assumption to that. The chair that can hang on a wall, a chair that can float on a water. So these are the different assumption bustings. Next one is the brainstorming. It is a combination of laddering, then it combines a relaxed, informed approach to solve problems with lateral thinking. It encourages people to come up with thoughts and ideas, and the name itself, that is brainstorming itself, suggests that using one brain to storm a problem. It is a technique used for idea generating and to spark creativity. The next is the concept mapping. It is the way of showing, presenting content using various diagrams and graphics. It helps to understand better and visualize various ideas and how they work. It develops questions and allows you to design with the context in the mind, and thus helps to guide and maintain the directions. So concept mapping offers benefits for learning process. It provides clear communication and complex ideas. It promotes collaborating learnings and sparks creativity. So the next is the split writing. It involves handling out slips of papers which is used by particular to write down their ideas. So it is simple but effective type of brainstorming. It is also like a brainstorming, but it has very effective. This is a technique which is used to get ideas from a large group of people. Like it can be used to set when you don't have the time or ability to discuss about the ideas, or just want to collect ideas from other people's, or just want to know the thoughts of other people. We can use to engage the audience. So this split writing can be used for different ways, and therefore it increases the richness of the idea. It explores uh, which means that you can offer get better idea from different people. That is known as slip writing. Slip writing means writing in a paper and exchanging the ideas from a group. The last one is laddering. Laddering is Y method. It is also like a brainstorming technique. Laddering takes an initial specific idea and then forms ladder of connections, that is general ideas it collects that leads into different aspects of specific ideas. So these are all the techniques of creativity. One is assumption, brainstorming, concept mapping, slip writing, and laddering, all the different techniques of creativity. The other steps to enhance creativity is you can listen to the music, you can meditate and get someone else's opinion, that is by slip writing, free associate with many people and get the ideas, have a daydreams and look at something that is blue or green and have some boost, write freely, do exercise, try something new and do some yogas and gesture with two hands. That is, you can practice some gestures, then sit outside a box, think outside of a box and lie down, rethink labels, then laugh little, exercise the eyes, spend the time outside, get social gathering, play video games and get small sleep. These are the other steps that which you can enhance the creativity. Thank you. See you in the next class with different concept. Until then, stay safe, stay home and take care.